Hello there, math lovers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Okay, so this is another video about math tutorial. And in this video, we are going to talk about how to factor polynomials in Tagalog. Okay, so itong lesson na to ay lesson ng grade 8 mathematics na usually nagtitake ng maybe around less than 1 month para matutunan ng mga students. So in this video, uh, I will try my best na ma-deliver siya in 10 minutes and somehow maintindihan ninyo kung paano mag-factor ng polynomials. Kung may tanong kayo about kung ano ba yung polynomials or ano yung mga types ng polynomials, definition, etc., ipopost ko dito yung previous videos ko about polynomials, which is part of the topics ng grade 10, na part ng topic ng grade 8 math. Okay? Since we are all in home quarantine, the best way to maybe spend the home quarantine is for you or for us to have an advanced study, especially in math lessons. Okay. So, bago tayo magsimula doon sa complex na example ng factoring polynomials, magsimula muna tayo sa mga basic examples. Okay. Let's say, for example, 6x minus 12. Okay, in order to solve this, ang gagawin lang muna natin ay kunin ang ating greatest common factor. Since we are factoring polynomials, I guess you are already familiar with greatest common factor. Ito yung pinakamalaking factor na common sa dalawang polynomial. Okay. So, yan. So, we are going to have greatest common factor. Okay. So, kung ano yung greatest common factor ng dalawang polynomial. Let's say, for example, in 6x minus 12, si first polynomial may x, si second wala. So, we're not going to use the variable x. In this case, both have 6 because 6 is a factor of 6x and 6 is also a factor of 12. So, we're going to have 6. Ilalabas natin yung 6. So, 6x divided by 6 is x minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay. So, this is the answer on this problem kung saan ginamitan lang natin ng GCF or greatest common factor. Okay. Yung next example natin ay gagamitan lang ulit natin ng GCF. Okay. Simulan muna natin dito sa 4x squared minus 12x. Okay. Kunin natin lahat ng common factor nila. Both have x, so we have x. Both have a factor of 4. Yes, 4, and then meron din with 4. So we're going to have 4x. And then, since nalabasan natin si 4x, i-divide lang natin si 4x doon sa each polynomial. So, 4x squared divided by 4x is simply x. Negative 12x divided by 4x is negative 3. Okay, so the factor of 4x squared minus 12x is 4x times x minus 3. Next is this one, 3x cubed minus 9x squared. Okay, we are also going to use greatest common factor here. Okay, because as you can see, both have a factor of 3 because 9, meron siyang factor na 3. Of course, 3 itself is a factor of 3. So, we're going to have 3. Both have x squared. Okay, so we have x squared. Next, 3x cubed divided by 3x squared is simply x. Minus 9x squared divided by 3x squared is simply 3. So we have the factor of 3x cubed minus 9x squared is simply 3x squared times x minus 3. Okay, next example. Okay, kung papansinin niyo ito, mga binomial lang ito, dalawang monomial lang siya. Okay. Next, in this case, this is what we call factoring trinomials. Trinomials ang tawag sa isang polynomial na merong tatlong terms, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So dito, kung mapapansin nyo, ang leading coefficient natin ay 1. Hindi lang natin nilalagay kasi automatic may 1 naman siya doon. Kaya hindi lang natin nilalagay. So for the sake na mas maintindihan ninyo, maglalagay tayo ng 1 dun sa unang term. Okay, so we have x squared or 1x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, so paano ba natin fina-factor yung mga ganito? So kapag trinomial siya and it is raised into 2, tapos 1 lang yung kanyang leading coefficient, titingnan nyo agad yung kanyang last term. Ang last term niya ay 12. Okay. Iisip ka ngayon ng number na kapag pinag-multiply mo, ang sagot ay 12, at kapag pinag-add mo naman yung dalawang number, ang sagot ay 7. yung kanyang middle. Again, iisip ka ng number na kapag pinag-multiply mo ay 12 at kapag pinag-add mo naman ay 7. Okay. So, what are those numbers? Okay. Simply, we have 4 times 3. 4 and 3. 4 times 3 is simply 12 and 4 plus 3 is simply 7. So, nasatisfy na niya yung ating polynomial. So, the factor, kung paano natin siya ipa-factor, ganito lang. So, we have x doon, x ulit dito. Since positive 4 yon, positive 4, and then positive 3. So, we have x plus 4 times x plus 3. So, ito yung factor nung x squared plus 7x plus 12. Next problem. If you want to try this problem, feel free to pause the video for a while and then isolve din sa papel. So, in this case, we have x squared plus 2x minus 15. Kung mapapansin ninyo, 1 ulit yung kanyang leading coefficient and 1 ulit yung kanyang leading coefficient. Okay, and then trinomial siya. So, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, kapag trinomial, all you have to do is to get the last term. And our last term is negative 15. Isip tayo ngayon ng dalawang number na ang sagot ay negative 15. And then, kapag pinag-add naman natin, ang sagot ay 2. So, that's simply 5 and 3. So, kapag pinag-multiply natin yung 5 and 3, ang sagot ay 15. Since it is negative, 1 of 5 and 3 is negative. Okay, pag ginawa nating negative 5 tapos positive si 3, negative 15 pa rin ang sagot. Pero negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. So we have positive 5 and then negative 3. Because positive 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Positive 5 plus negative 3 is positive 2. So our answer for this particular problem is x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 3. Okay. So, yung next problem naman natin, kung mapapansin nyo yung problem natin ngayon, trinomial pa din siya, yung i-factor natin, kaya lang, kung mapapansin niyo hindi na 1 yung kanyang leading coefficient. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, ay tingnan muna natin kung meron silang greatest common factor. As you can see, 2 may common sa kanila. Lahat sila is divisible by 2. 2, 6, and 56 are all both divisible by 2. So, pwede natin kunin yung kanilang greatest common factor, which is 2. So, and then we are going to divide each term. 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. Sorry for my penmanship. Negative 6x divided by 2 is negative 3x. And then, negative 56 divided by 2 is negative 28. Okay. Next, since ganito na yung case niya, ipa-factor naman natin yung nasa loob, which is x squared minus 3x minus 28. Okay, kung napansin nyo, 1 na lang din yung leading coefficient ni ng x squared minus 3x minus 28. So, kukunin lang ulit natin si negative 28. Iisip tayo ng number na kapag pinag-multiply natin, ang sagot ay negative 28. Kapag pinag-add natin, ang sagot ay negative 3. Okay, so that's simply 7 and 4. Okay, alam natin na 7 and 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Since negative 28, one of these is negative. So we're going to have negative 7 plus 4. Kasi negative yung sign. Okay. So our answer for this, or the factor of this problem, is 2 times x minus 7 x plus 4. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the factor of the trinomial 2x squared minus 6x minus 56. Okay, so sa next problem naman natin, 3x squared minus 18x plus 24. Feel free to try this problem and pause the video for a while kung gusto ninyo para matry ninyo kung paano ito i-factor. Okay, so let's solve. As you can see, they are all divisible by 3. 3 is divisible by 3 itself. 18 is divisible by 3. 24 is divisible by 3. So we can simply, ayan, lagay natin yung 3 as their common factor and divide each term. 3x squared divided by 3 is x squared minus negative 18x divided by 3 is negative 6x. Positive 24 divided by 3 is positive 8. Okay. The next is, since 1 na lang ang kanyang leading coefficient, that means we are going to get 8. And think of a number na kapag pinag-multiply natin ng ay 8 at kapag pinag-add natin ay negative 6. Okay. So we have 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Kaya lang, 4 plus 2 is positive 6. That means negative 4 and negative 2 yung gagamitin natin because negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6. And aside from that, negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. So the answer for this particular problem is 3x minus 4 and then x minus 2. So that is the factor of 3x squared minus 18x plus 24. Okay. How about this problem? Hindi sila trinomial, pero as you can see, 2 pa din yung kanyang leading coefficient and both terms are perfect square. Kasi sa case na to, perfect square yung first term, perfect square yung second term. So ang gagawin lang natin ay, we are just going to get the square root of the two term and we are going to use plus and minus sign. The square root of x squared is x. So, lalagay lang na natin dyan ay x. This is what we call difference of two perfect squares. So, the square root of 25 is 5. Ayan. And then, we're just going to write plus and minus. It will make a difference of sum and difference of two terms. Okay. X plus 5, x minus 5 is the factor of x squared minus 25. So, in this case naman ulit, kunin lang natin yung square root ng x squared ay x. Ayan. Square root of 64 is a difference of two perfect square plus and minus. So, the factor of x squared minus 64 is x plus 8 times x minus 8. Okay. So, in this case, kung mapapansin ninyo, perfect square pa rin sila lahat because 4 is perfect square, x squared is perfect square, 16 is also perfect squared, and then minus din yung ating sign or operation. So we are going to proceed with get the square root of 4 which is 2, get the square root of x squared which is x, ayan. And the square root of 16 is 4. So lalagay lang natin dito ay 4, ayan, plus and then minus. Okay. So the answer, the factor of 4x squared minus 16 is 2x plus 4 times 2x minus 4. Okay, in this case, perfect squared din si 9, perfect squared si x squared, and the same with 81. So all we have to do is to get the square root of each term. So the square root of 9 is 3, square root of x squared is x, square root of 81 is 9. So we also have 3x and then 9. And then plus minus. Okay, so the factor of 9x squared minus 81 is 3x plus 9, 3x minus 9. Okay, how about this 1? Kung mapapansin ninyo, wala na tayong makikita. Factoring trinomial pa din siya, kaya lang, hindi na 1 yung leading coefficient. And aside from that, wala na tayong ma-extract na common factor. So sa case na to, ang una natin gagawin is to multiply the leading coefficient to the last term. Okay, the leading coefficient is 2. I-multiply natin siya kay negative 3. Okay, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Then afterwards, iisip ka ng dalawang number na kapag pinag-add mo ay dalawang number na kapag pinag-add mo pag pinag-multiply mo ay negative 6 at kapag pinag-add mo ay negative 5. Okay. So that could be 6 and 1. 6 times 1 is positive. So, isa sa kanila dapat ay negative. So, negative 6 and then 1. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. So, ito na yung gagamitin nating term. And then, we're going to express it as 2x squared minus 6x plus 1x or x na lang minus 3. By the way, negative 6x plus 1x is also negative 5x. So that means magkamukha lang sila. Then we are going to factor it by grouping. Okay. Gugroup natin to and then i-group din natin itong dalawa. Okay. So in this case, sa una natin, ang common factor nila ay 2x. And then we are going to divide. 2x squared divided by 2x is x. Negative 6x divided by 2x is negative 3. Okay. Plus, dito, wala silang common factor kung hindi 1. So, maglalagay lang tayo ng 1 sa labas or wag na natin maglagay. Ilagay lang natin yung 1 para hindi kayo malito. So, that's simply x minus 3. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, meron siya ulit common factor. So, ang common factor niya ay x minus 3. Okay. Kukunin natin ngayon yung common factor na x minus 3. So, dito natin tuloy x minus 3. Ang natira na lang ay 2x and then plus 1. So, 2x plus 1. Ayan. So, the factor of 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 is x minus 3 times 2x plus 1. Okay, so the next problem is this one. Ayan. Okay. Dito, wala na naman tayong makikitang common factor ng tatlo. So that means hindi natin siya pwedeng gamitan ng greatest common factor muna. So ang gagawin muna natin ay multiply ulit natin si 6 kay negative 15. 6 times negative 15 is equal to negative 90. Okay, negative 90, isip tayo ng dalawang number na kapag multiply ay negative 90, kapag inad natin ay positive 1. So that's negative 9 and 10. Because negative 9 times 10 is negative 90. Negative 9 plus 10 is positive 1. So again, i-express lang natin to as negative 9x plus 10x. So we have 6x squared minus 9x plus 10x minus 15. Okay. Nilagay natin negative 9x plus 10x, that's also equal to x. So, wala din naman siya pinagkaiba. Next, i-group natin sila. I-group natin. Okay. In this case, sa pag-group natin, nakita natin may mga common factors sila. So, 6x squared minus 9x, meron siyang common factor na 3x. Ayan, 3x. So, 6x squared divided by 3x is 2x minus 9x divided by 3x is 3. Plus 10x and minus 15, meron silang common factor na 2. So, we have 10x divided by 2 is 2x. Negative 15, 5. That's 5. And common factor nila ay 5. So, 10x divided by 5 is 2x. Negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. Okay, as you can see, meron na siya ulit common factor na 2x minus 3. So, ilalabas lang ulit natin si 2x minus 3. So, magiging 2x minus 3. Multiply natin sa natira, which is 3x plus 5. Ayan. So, this is the factor of 6x squared plus x minus 15. Okay, yung next problem naman natin ay 4 ang term. And aside from that, 3 na yung kanyang uh, degree of the polynomial. And aside from that, hindi naman natin siya pwedeng i-divide kasi ito ay wala namang x. Pero kung papansinin ninyo, yung dalawang term natin, 3 divided by negative 2, ito, tsaka ito, ang sagot ay negative 1.5. And yung 12, negative 12 naman natin, ito yon, divided by 8 is also equal to negative 1.5. If that's the case, we can factor this using groupings. Okay? So, pwede na pala natin itong i-group. Pwede rin natin itong i-group. Okay? So, we have 3x cubed minus 2x squared. Ang common factor nila ay x squared. So, 3x cubed divided by x squared is simply 3x. 2x squared divided by x squared is negative 2. Okay. Next, minus. Ang common factor lahat nila ay, ng dalawa na to ay 4. So, minus 4. Okay. So, negative 12x divided by negative 4 is 3x. 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. So, kung makikita nyo, meron na ulit siyang common factor na 3x minus 2. So, sa 3x minus 2 na yan yung kanyang common factor. So, ilalabas na natin si 3x minus 2 times dun sa natira, which is x squared minus 4. Okay, that's it. So, I hope you learned something on our math tutorial for today. So, feel free to subscribe.